Good evening, race fans. I want to thank you for tuning in once again here on a Thursday night. We're Pro Dirt Late Model Racing here at Lincoln Speedway, presented as always by Coleman Design. You see the 23 strong down at the bottom right. Anthony Rennick, we're still thinking about you, buddy. Hope you're on the road to recovery. Hope to have you back in due time, brother. Qualifying already underway out here, but before we even get into any of that, we was actually off last week. We did not actually get the broadcast. I had to run a late loadout, so bounce back here tonight though. Let's see if we can pull up the points really quick. Justin Coleman has the points lead here tonight. Got the lead by just 11 points over Matt Keuchel. Now, Keuchel is not here. He's actually down at Road Atlanta, for the IMSA race. John Mockern picked up a big-time race win. That a boy. Led all 60 laps last week. Got his first win of the season. He's currently sitting 14 back off our race leader. Kevin Prettyman sitting 26. And the governor, Sam Lawson, also not seeing a 44 car out here tonight. He is 35 points out. So the points are hot and heavy. Qualifying's underway, folks. Let's see if we can get this side ticker pulled up here. So you see it right there. Gold Chain Cowboy, Justin Coleman sitting P1 right now, sitting pretty up top of the board. As getting an error on my screen. Give me one moment. Folks, hopefully the stream looks okay. Let me pull it up on my end really quick. Be back momentarily. I do apologize for this. Alrighty, it does look to be okay right now. Was having encoding issues, it said down at the bottom left, but fingers crossed we get that sorted out. Justin the Gold Chain Cowboy sitting P1 right now, provisional pole. Got John Monkern, Brandon Elvis, that's 1, 2, and 3. As looks like qualifying is wrapped up. It's time to get into the heat race. Not sure how many heat races we will do here tonight, with it being a little bit smaller field, but we shall see. Looks like it's only going to be one heat race, guy. Go Chain Cowboy starting P1 with Monkern starting to his outside in 81. Brandon Elvis starting P3. Kevin Prettyman's in 4th. Hunter Lagoon's been fast all season long. Picked up a few race wins. He's starting P5. Henry Jones, number 25, starting 6th. Chris Smith got him a race win at Lernerville. Going to see if he can double down, pick up the second win of the season here tonight. He's going to be fired up in 7th. Jamie Kephart's in 8th. Scott Smith, he's the old man. He's normally really fast, but the old man's learning new tricks. He's in VR out here tonight. So we're going to see if the old dog can learn new tricks. Switched from the monitor setup to the VR setup. It's a big, huge switch. He's going to be firing off in 9th. Zach Murphy's in 10th. So 10 good-looking Pro Dirt late models out here tonight, folks. Hit that thumbs-up button if you haven't already. As it's almost time to get this show on the road. Can Justin Coleman enhance the points lead? Or can that driver like Monkern, can he cut into that points lead? I'm looking at Brandon Elvis sitting P3, that 54 car. I've called him an asphalt guy all season long. He's been in the mix. Still itching for that first dirt race win is tonight going to be the night for the 54 car. As Lincoln Speedway, a very bumpy track. The surface looks to be very abrasive, something we're not accustomed to really on dirt. Usually when I think of an abrasive surface, I think of asphalt chewing the tires up. Nope, not here. This is just a track that is full of character. I was watching Elvis actually turn laps during practice, and I believe at some points he was having all 4 tires pop up off the ground. So heat race number 1, heat race is underway. Ooh, Elvis gets a bad launch there, kind of stacks him up. Justin Coleman does not, though. He gets set sail, goes up high in front of the 81. Now with Lincoln, this being a new track to me, I'm not exactly sure what line they're going to run with the first lane, but it looks like Coleman's going to take it to the low side of the track 81's going to ride that middle, and the 2700 Lagoons looking to make some moves up to the front already up to the spot. As you just cannot count the 27 out. And look how them guys are bouncing around. Let's jump on board with Hunter Lagoons as he's running P3. 8 laps to go for the heat race here. This will determine how you start the feature event. And look at that wheel bouncing. The car is jumping all around. He's having to multitask right here, having to really work that brake pedal, work that throttle pedal, and then also work the steering wheel. Because the bumps are just naturally just wanting to make that car jump out from underneath you. As something happened to Monker, they don't lose on board. I think he had a little bit of damage as well, so allowed Elvis and Lagoons to get by. But look at Gold Chain Cowboy. Set and Sail got already a 2-second lead over Hunter Lagoons. Down to the low side of the track. Lagoons on the high side here. You see if Elvis can take the shortest distance around the track. Lagoons going to have with the third lane on exit though. Got the momentum. Elvis is wrapping it right down at the bottom inside wall. Basically catfishing down there. Going to see if he can catch them. Oh, a little bit of contact between the 54-27. They're still side by side here for P2. Whichever driver wins this war here, they will start outside row number 1 for the feature event. 60 laps for the feature event, folks. 3 laps to go that time by. Elvis is hanging strong on that low side. I think Hunter Lagoons almost wants to get down low, but that very Elvis performance fabrication machine is not going to allow him the time to come down there. And I believe Elvis had a slight bobble there, got the car too sideways, turned off a little bit of speed, and allowed Lagoons to stretch it out a little bit on him. Get clear of the 54, but 54 car's not going to hang it up. Pops the sticks up, toe scratch that final lap, white flag in the air for the heat race here tonight. Is Elvis going to be able to make the move stick here? Going to have to drive it in really hard here, 3 and 4 for the final time on the heat race. He is not able to get there. Your heat race winner, Justin Coleman. Gold Chain Cowboy, Hunter Lagoons going to bring home P2. Giant effort though out of 54 car. Brandon Elvis round out the podium there. That's what a drive right there. I'm going to actually do something I don't normally do. I'm going to pull up a 3rd place runner right there for the heat just because Elvis, like I said, I'm calling the asphalt guy all season long, but I think he's kind of proving me wrong here. Elvis, sorry I caught you in mid-conversation. I wanted to talk to you really quick. Got a copy?
Yes, sir.
So I had some computer issues. I didn't get to see the first of the heat, but caught the middle and end of it right there. You were hanging strong with Lagoons on the low side of the track there. Caught me through that heat race and how hard it is to battle side by side with somebody like Lagoons.
Yeah, it's hard, man. I was just getting tight in the center corner right there. I couldn't really run. I needed to open up the entry a little bit to be able to cut the center and get it down across the bottom a lot better right there. And I wasn't able to do that underneath him, man. Try to keep it off of him. Bounced into him one time, and I'm sorry about that, but that was good fun racing just then.
One hell of a battle, brother. I wanted to pull you up right after it was finished to get your raw emotions from it, so we'll let you get down there as you got a little bit of a warm-up period here to try to shake the track out, shake something out with the car, maybe figure something else out, starting P3 for the feature event.
All right, man. Thank you.
Absolutely, boss. As we get him back up to the admin channel, folks. Sorry if I bled your ears out right then. We had them cut up really loud there. So y'all can hear the cars as you see the 54 car roll back out. Kephart was somebody that was quiet that entire race. Going to be interesting to see where Kephart can finish here. Now, folks, since we do have a little bit of a warm-up period here, we're going to throw it over to a commercial really quick, but we'll be back momentarily. You won't miss a thing. When they go to the grid, we'll be back. So stay tuned. We'll be back momentarily.
Put the power of Southern Shores Realty to work for you. With over 30 professionals in sales and rental management, Southern Shores Realty and I will get the job done right. I'm Rick Thompson, your Outer Banks real estate expert.
Call 261-2000.
Put the power of Southern Shores Realty to work for you. With over 30 professionals in sales and rental management, Southern Shores Realty and I will get the job done right. I'm Rick Thompson, your Outer Banks real estate expert.
Call 261-2000.
Put the power of Southern Shores Realty to work for you. With over 30 professionals in sales and rental management, Southern Shores Realty and I will get the job done right. I'm Rick Thompson, your Outer Banks real estate expert.
Call 261-2000.
Put the power of Southern Shores Realty to work for you. With over 30 professionals in sales and rental management, Southern Shores Realty and I will get the job done right. I'm Rick Thompson, your Outer Banks real estate expert.
Call 261 2000.
Put the power of Southern
with the whole shot. Burrows gets wadded up right there. We got a nasty one. 3 laps here. We're underway here at Horsepower Bar.
Thank you, Rick Thompson from Southern Shores Realty and Brandon Mettler from BAM Racing Videos. A lot of good racing actions there for the BAM Racing Video short commercial. Thank them for being loyal supporters not only to the series, but to the channel as well. Folks, we got about 30 seconds remaining before these drivers hit the grid. As the warm-up, actually, we got about 10 seconds as the warm-up period has came and gone. Brandon, that was actually set the fastest lap of the warm-up. Is that going to be something that we keep an eye on for the feature event? As it's almost time, let's get that music rocking and rolling, folks, as it's time to get that grid rolling. Super excited. I hope you are as well. Let's see if SDK is going to be nice to me here. As there you can see it. Gold Chain Cowboy looking for race win number 2 of the season here. Starting P1, going to have Hunter Lagoons, the kid, starting to his outside road number 1. Brendan Nelvis started P3 in the heat. He finished P3 in the heat. Going to be starting P3 in the feature. John Moncrief's in 4. Kevin Prettyman round out top 5 with Chris Smith, number 80, starting 6. Henry Jones in 7th. Zach Murphy's in 8th. Jamie Kephart's in 9th. Scott Smith, the old man, number 53, playing shotgun to the field, folks. Hit that thumbs up button if you're enjoying the action here on TrueSimProductions. Hit the subscribe button so you never miss a single second of the action. Tomorrow night, it's the Next Gen Series brought to you by Front Row Esports. They're racing at Las Vegas, and then Saturday night episode, I believe, number 6 of Race Chatter. It's the uncut, uncensored, unsanctioned podcast that we do here on TrueSimProductions. Got the Lone Dutchman, Philip Van Fleet, coming on board this weekend for Race Chatter. So excited about that. The pace truck is digging around here in that beautiful Chevy Silverado. Gonna see if the Go Chain Cowboy can hold off stiff competition of Hunter Lagoons, Brandon Elvis and company. As my turn. Qualified 2nd for the heat, but it's starting 10th here, so that's going to be something to watch for the 81 car as he got him a race win. Had to start in the back as Coleman fires him off strong right there. Got Lagunzo starting to his outside as whoa, Hunter allowed the 14 to slide up right in front of him there. Maybe cut him a little bit of brake, see if we can get a little bit further camera angle here, get more cars in the shot. You see the top two, they just break away from the field here. We get the kicker up top show as the 80 of Chris Smith drives it off in there really deep. Didn't really get it to stick in the center, but it's stuck on exit as he is trying to charge forward into number 80. As we got a battle for the race lead here, heating up. Lagoons peeking to the inside. Coleman though closes the door and he runs it down low to the low side of the track. As now Lagoons shoving that nose back in, but you just see how bumpy it is down there. And hearing reports from the comments, and the car told me that bottom's just gonna slick off too fast. As oh no, Chris Smith hard contact into the outside wall there, lost the front end of that car, does not have a right front on that car. And that is catastrophic damage, not able to get the car to even turn. We stay green on the speedway though, as we just gotta be careful as they're coming around here on Chris Smith, who's up next to the wall. As the tow truck has picked him up now. Chris Smith has made it down the pit road, I do believe. As battle for the race lead here, heating up. Lagoons to the low side. Oh, Chris Smith is still out on track. His leader's coming around double file here. As advantage to the Go Chain Cowboy there as we take lap number 6 out of 60, but I believe Lagoons, he's digging on that low side. Might get clear of the 14 car here. He does indeed. Drops up in there. Gonna slap in front of the 14 car. That's gonna allow the 14 car to pull a crossover move here to the inside of the 27 as they're just going to swap sliders, I believe, back and forth. Looks like 27 blocked the line that time, did not allow it. As a 54 car, Elvis, he's falling back a little bit off our race leaders here. But once these guys get the battling side by side like this, that's going to allow Elvis and company to get right back there with them. As it looks like Lagoons has gotten clear now of the 14. Now the 14's just got to try to manage the gap and manage the tire wear. Lagoons, he's pushed hard this season. He's not one to be known to save tires here, so got to be careful. 60 laps, going to be leaning on that right rear lock tonight. You see him really kicking that car out sideways there, but pretty cool to see him run the low side to the middle side of the track here versus what we're accustomed to seeing here on iRacing where they're ripping the high side. Coleman's right there on the back bumper of the kid Lagoons. Jump on board with Coleman here. I'm going to lay out, let y'all just listen to the throttle play here. Get the volume turned up where y'all can hear it. As you can see it there, folks, just really having the weight on that throttle. Really throw that throttle battling for the race lead once again, side by side with Lagoons. Lagoons on the high side. I believe that's where Lagoons prefers to be. We saw him do it. Elvis on the low side. Elvis did not ever actually get the power down on exit. And it looks like the same story could be said for Go Chain as Brian Gravewood in the chat. So what's going on, buddy? Should have you out here beating and banging with these dirt guys. Looks like Lagoons now has opened it up to right at 4/10 second lead over Go Chain here. As there's going to be 45 laps to go when they cross stripe this next time by. As Brandon Elvis started P3, he's holding down P3, but Kephart, the biggest mover of the race thus far, he's up 5 spots. He started in the 9th place spot, currently holding down P4, just got himself inside the top 5 here. I know the 2 machine is going to be itching for a podium finish, maybe even a race win for the Kephart machine here. As he's got a little bit of ground to make up to get to the 54 car. 54 car, though, he is actually tracking down our race leaders. Last time by was almost half a tenth faster than our race leader, so the 54 car may have found something down there next to that inside wall. As we have another battle for the race lead here. Coleman's going to drive it off in there deep. But you see Lagoons is not giving him a whole lot of bit of room to slide up there. Lagoons is wrapping the middle basically. And he's leaving the lane down there. He's showing the lane down there to Coleman. But Coleman's not able to let that car float up. He's having to really scrub off a lot of speed to keep it down. here just a little bit. You got Hunter Lagoons, Justin Coleman, Brandon Ellis. That's your podium runners as they stand right now. Jamie Kephart is up to P4. Kevin Prettyman is up flat number 88. That's beautiful. Number 88. He is in P5. Let's get these turned down just a little bit for that camera there. And then back here in P7, it's the Asphalt Man, Zach Murphy, Scott Smith trying out the new VR, battling with the number 25 of Henry Jones. They are 8th and 9th. And Chris Smith, we did see, unfortunately had to put his car on the hauler. Had catastrophic damage to the right front of that car. Guys, let me know out in Viewerland, who do we have? Who is your pick right here? It'd be hard to bet against one of the top two. But I'm thinking 54 car is going to have a strong chance here. These top two get to beating and banging too much. And, I mean, you never know what could happen. 54 car's there. He's definitely chasing them down. Every time the 54 or the 14 and the 27 get side by side, that's just really opening up the door for Brandon Ellis to start fishing them in a little bit, reeling them in ever so slightly. He's doing it. And he's staying committed to his line, too. He's not changed it up. As I say that, and he goes to the top side track. But the bumps out here, man, they are crazy to watch this chassis, watch these cars bounce around as much as they are. These drivers, I promise you, 60 laps, it does not sound like a lot, but they're going to be fatigued at the end of this race. They're going to be feeling it. That's Coleman right there on the left rear of the 27. Almost made contact there, but they kept it straight and kept it clean. No contact. As Elvis has put his name fully into the hat now. He can get up here and race with them without them two even racing each other. He is fully there now. But now is when the dirt guys, they really start to prevail. But somebody like Elvis, he is good with throttle management. You got to really watch and play with that throttle when the track starts to get slick. You see where it's getting darker at. These drivers having to fight for a lot of grip right there. Luckily, these Pro Dirts, they don't have a lot of power. They have some power as, Lagoons goes down low, slides up right in front of the 14 there. 14 kind of cut him a break. Looked like Lagoons was going to make a mistake there and allow the 14 to his outside. Thought better of it. Realized he needed to get back up to the top side of the track, or Coleman was going to take that momentum and run with it there. And Coleman, I think, cut the kid a break there. Let him come back up. Saw that he was going to slide up, basically parking on his nose, and lifted for him. Let him gather it back up. Let's look back here to Kephart. He's leading the charge from 4th place on back. Got Monkern, who had to start in the back due to being last week's winner at Lucas Oil. He's already up to P5, so he's gained 5 spots. So Kephart and Monker, they're both tied for the hard charger right now. Both of them are moving forward, but it looks like they've stalemated now because Elvis is 3.5 seconds in front of them. Let's jump on board with the asphalt guy, Brandon Elvis. See the dirt getting flown up as he sees these two battling out in front, side by side for the race lead. I feel like that's a common theme here tonight. Coleman keeps getting there, but not able to get the power down. As long as Lagoon's on the high side, but Lagoon's into the wall, bouncing into the wall there. As many more times of that, I don't know if that car can handle it. We saw what happened to Chris Smith when he got into the outside wall. Look at that car just bouncing up there on the high side. All 4 tires at one point coming off the ground. As Lagoons goes back to the bottom side of the track, up high on exit. It looked like Coleman got up in there a little bit deeper than what he normally has. Slid all the way up to the wall. I don't know for certain if he touched the wall there, but he's trying to get that run on exit right here. Trying to use every bit of the track that he can. There's 21 laps to go. Going to be 20 to go. This next time by the stripe. Lagoons into the outside wall. It's going to allow Coleman to get it right there to the rear bumper of the 27. And the 27's running kind of a slide job line as if he's trying to pass somebody. Just basically blocking and stalling the momentum out for the 14. Like Elvis may have had a little bit of trouble last time around. He's fallen back off our top two. And Coleman walks the dog sideways completely there. Scrubbed off a lot of speed, allowed Lagoons to open it up once again. Now Lagoons could use this lead right here and kind of try to manage it. Let the tires cool down. Or, he's definitely not, though. He's on kill. He's like Kyle the Wildman Wellman. He's set on kill at all times. Just playing a dangerous, dangerous game of Russian roulette up there next to that wall, I do believe. One bad bounce. Just one bad hop. Let the chassis unload one bad way, and boom. You're out of control. You're into the outside wall. As Coleman takes it down low to the bottom side of the track, so he's searching now on the 14 machine, trying to find any bit of racetrack that is clean, that still has grip. You see the low side, not a lot of takers down there, down next to the fence, but there's not a lot of real estate down there either. You got to basically hit your marks perfect to get down there and get your left side just right there in the light brown versus the dark brown black. Now Lagoon's got to manage lap traffic here. I just look at that car bouncing, man. Oh, man, it's insane. It's crazy to see the talent these guys have. That they're able to manage it when they are just bouncing around like that. Look at that suspension really working there. Zach Murphy is the lap car. Ooh, Lagoon's actually got into the wall a little bit right there. Maybe a little bit more than what he originally wanted to. 12 laps to go and they cross the line. As the laps are clicking off fast here of Coleman. If Coleman ever had anything he was saving, it's time to let them all loose. Let the cards be what they're going to be, and play the hand here that you're dealt. He's going to have to start sending it now to try to track down the 27. Got lap traffic in between him and the race leader. As I believe at this point it's going to take a mistake out of the 27 car for the 14 to get back up there and not count. I mean, Lagoons, he's making them though. He's kissing that wall. The way he's doing it though, he's just kind of tank slapping. He's just kind of bouncing off of it, not really losing no momentum. As now Coleman gets around the lap traffic here, going to try to reel down our race leader. 10 laps to go, 9 at the stripe this time by. Lagoons had to come up here and muscle the race lead away from Justin Coleman. These two, they started on the front row. Lagoon started outside on the front row. Coleman started in the pole position. As Coleman has shrunk the lead ever so slightly there. Drove a real big aggressive slider line there. As this track is completely blown off in regards to the entry of the corners. 7 laps to go. Does Coleman have the time? Oh no! Wreck in front of the race leader. Coleman goes around. Elvis involved. That's not what we thought we would ever see. As Henry Jones, I believe. Was it Henry or was it Zach? Oh, Henry gets into the catch fence there. The gate where they come across the track. Lagoons was just trying to stay off of Henry there. He sees what's going down, but folks, on dirt, your brakes don't work very well. He's sideways here. Trying to get the car woed up. Yeah, he dodges. But Coleman's right there. He never even sees Coleman coming. Coleman just is cannot get the luck he needs in that 14 machine. As Coleman sees it all going down too. Just cannot get the 14 car woed up enough. Tough break for the 14, the 54, 27, and Henry Jones there. The 54 car sees all this going down as well. He's trying to get the car slowed up. That's tough for all parties involved there. Tough break for the Go Chain Cowboy here. Looks like they're already back double file. Guys, I'm speechless on that one. That one was insane. His green flag is out as Hunter Lagoons just, I don't know if he caught them boys sleeping or what, if he went early. Gets a huge launch. Jamie Kephart, where the hell did he come from? He's up to P2 now. As he's going to try to get up there and battle with Lagoons, but I believe the jump that Lagoons got is going to be enough, maybe. Now Justin Coleman to the high side here, trying to get back everything he lost, as Elvis may have damage to the right front there that is too much to overcome. You see the nose crinkled up on the 54 machine. 54 now falls back to 4. 2 laps to go. Going to be white flag in the air. This time by final lap around Lincoln Speedway here for the 23 strong 60 here at Lincoln. Can Hunter Lagoons pick up another race win? He picked up both a doubleheader night for the mid-season showdown. I believe he's going to do it, and what a bounce back for Justin Coleman. 3 laps ago, he was involved in a wreck, brought it back up to P3. Hell of a drive out of the 14, and congratulations is in order to the 27 of Hunter Lagoons. Jamie Kephart, where the hell did that man come from? I'll never know. But got up there and got himself put in the middle of the podium. And Justin Coleman, man, I mean, I know it's 3rd place. I know he's going to be happy about that, but it's still Heartbreak City because he had a race-winning speed. He definitely had a 2nd place car, and just ultimately the way the cards played there was not able to get the car slowed up enough to get around Henry Jones, who was trying his best to get out of the way as well. So, like I said, just tough for all parties involved. Hate to see it. Now, we're going to see if we can dial up our 3rd place runner from Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Justin Coleman, you're live in the booth, brother. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. I got you.
Man, oh man, I want to say, it seems like the 14, it's either has good luck or bad luck. The wreck just happens right out your damn windshield, right? Nothing you can do about it on the dirt. You're on the binders. Can't get slowed up, stay off Lagoons. He just comes across the track. Talk me through your night other than that. And hell of a bounce back, too, by the way, to come back up there and still get a podium.
I appreciate it. It was a pretty good race. I hung with Hunter for a little bit and tried to do a little searching. I could get him coming out of 2, but coming out of 4, there wasn't nothing there. So tried to search around a little bit and kind of lost touch with him, but I was going to bring it home 2nd. I was happy with that. But other than that, man, it was a great race. It was fun. Car was good. Track was good. It was fun. So overall, it was pretty good.
I mean,
I enjoyed it.
I know it's a downer, right? When you start on the pole and you have race winning speed. I think if the caution flies and y'all are not involved, we have fireworks here, right? Because you two, y'all are the class of the field. Elvis hung right there with y'all for a long time too. I was very, very, very happy to see that.
Hey, dude, Elvis ran us down.
Right.
I kept seeing him in the mirror, and I was like, dang, his car's getting bigger and bigger. Next thing you know, he's there, and I was like, oh, crap.
We got 3 cars.
Sorry.
But,
Yeah.
I hate to see the way it unfolded, but still, hell of a drive. I mean, you had 3 laps. You went from, I believe, 7th to 3rd again. So you got up to the high side. You let it rock. So good points night for you. You came into tonight as the points leader. You had about 11 points, I believe, over Keichel, who's not here. And then Monkern, you had only 14 points over him. So good points night for the 14 car, who we got to thank for the performance out here tonight, buddy.
First and foremost, got to thank you, Tanner, for having this great league to run, and TSP for broadcasting. Y'all do an amazing job. Got to thank my boys at BCR, a bunch of good guys to run with and hang out with. Thank my sponsors, BH Homes Construction, Gibbs Brothers Construction, Parker Brothers Window Tinting, and Barry Elvis Performance and Fabrication, and Coleman Designs.
Yeah, there you go. I was going to say you're forgetting one. You do it to me every time, but you got it that time. Well, brother, I hate to see the way it finished, but still glad to see you finish on the podium and extend that points lead a little bit. Congratulations, buddy.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I appreciate it, Tanner.
Absolutely, boss. Thank you. Alrighty, that was Gold Chain Cowboy. We're going to see if we can dial up the second place, man. As I'll be honest, this dude, he ran fourth for a huge chunk of the night, and then just out of nowhere, that caution flew, and he capitalized on it. Mr. Jamie Kephart, you're in the booth. Got a copy?
Yes, sir.
So, Jamie, I'll be honest. Usually, anytime you show up in these pro dirt late models, you can always chisel your name up towards the top. You know you're going to be in the mix because you're always pretty quick. You ran fourth for a long time tonight. Talk me through the race here tonight, and then talk me through that final restart, brother.
Yeah, man, that was probably one of the roughest tracks I've been on. I've come up here and run with you guys a couple times and not had any luck. Get caught up in a couple wrecks and a couple races that I've been in. Made it up to the top 5 a couple times with you guys, and then tonight was just kind of settling in at fourth. I believe Mr. John in the 81, he caught me, and I basically gave him the top. I knew he was quicker than me. He was able to run the berm better than me, so he got by me. I was just trying to stay with him, and next thing I know, the caution came out. Restarted P3, and I have no idea how I hung in there on the bottom with Brandon, but I was able to get by him and just tried to stay hooked on to Hunter as best I can and keep Mr. Coleman behind me. I know he's good over here in this series, so that's kind of accomplishment for me there, running ahead of Justin. So
I'll be honest,
yeah, man.
So you mentioned it. As far as the track being rough, I just bought this track tonight. I thought we've raced it before, but apparently I haven't. I just bought it, right? And I've never seen a dirt track just get so rutted up and bumpy. Talk to us about how tough it was to actually run up top where the speed kind of was, but then you're also bouncing around like you're just hitting speed bumps over there.
Oh my Lord, it was ridiculous. Tried to run the bottom, and early on, that's where it was at. And coming off the turn, especially turn 2, it was just, there was a big bump there. You almost couldn't keep the back tires planted. So tried to just throttle out, going down the straightaway, trying to keep the car on the ground. Running the berm, I don't know how John and them were doing it. I mean, I'd go up there and try to touch it, and I'd either the right rear would hook and it'd throw my right front into the wall, or I would just jump so hard hitting those berms that I would almost lose the car. I almost lost it a couple times. But yeah, all in all, that is the roughest track. And I know they said they were going to add some bumps and stuff with that last update and stuff.
Well, they added them.
Good Lord. Good Lord, I felt like a jet ski out in the wake. I mean, it's ridiculous.
it was crazy. You boys, y'all put on a show each and every week. This is the one series. So I'm normally bummed having a broadcast because I'm a racer at heart, right? But this is the one series where I like sitting back and just watching you boys go to work, and y'all do it each and every week. So congratulations on the P2 here tonight, Jamie. Who do we got to thank for the number 2 machine, brother?
Yeah, buddy, I appreciate you, man.
Got any sponsors you want to thank?
Oh, yeah. Got to thank Scrub Hugger Graphics for always keeping us clean. Mr. Blake Doyle and his wife, Courtney. They do all my wraps. Love those guys. Hit them up if y'all need something done. Scrub Hugger Graphics. Trash Panda Mafia for always being there. Boss Contracting. Terry Nix Equipment for having our back. All the above. Everybody who puts on these in the Dirt Night over here with you guys. All the sponsorship and everybody who airs it out there on the live streams and stuff. I appreciate all y'all, man. It was a fun time tonight. Thank you.
Right on, Jamie. Well, let's get back down there and celebrate your P2 finisher tonight, buddy. Congratulations.
Yes, sir. Thank you, buddy.
Absolutely, boss. All righty, folks. And then there was one. This guy has picked up not 1, not 2, not 3, but now 4 points paying race wins. 5 if you count the doubleheader. As I know the kid's fast, but man, oh man, he has just found that extra 10th. As of late here, it's Mr. Hunter Lagoons. Hunter, you got a copy, buddy?
Yep.
So I've talked to everybody about it all night as just how rough it was to run that berm, run up next to that wall. But, I mean, that's basically where you had to put the car at in order to be fast. And you was the one guy that you ventured up there the earliest in the race, and you basically stayed up there and committed. Talk to me through the race and talk to me how do you manage the car and the speed over those bumps as the night goes on?
Yeah, we started second. I think I was able to get to the lead like lap 15 or so. And then it was a really good race between me and Coleman there. I mean, I think either one could have won that race, honestly. But the bumps and the track was super rough, and I mean I'm not complaining about it. I think the more bumpy, the more fun, if I'm being honest.
It was a show. It was a show for sure.
It takes quite a bit of skill to be able to get throttle down after you hit the bumps without spinning the tires, and you guys got to learn how to throttle management, I guess.
Talk us through whenever you saw Henry Jones. He just happened to hit the gate where they come across the track, and then it was Jesus taking the wheel at that point. You could see where you saw it was happening up in front of you, but ultimately on dirt, the brakes don't work very well, right? Talk us through what you saw at your windshield at that moment.
Yeah, he hit the wall. I saw him hit the wall the first time, and then I saw him hit it again. I was like, oh, he hit the wall. And then the other time, it was like, oh, he lost his right front. And then I slammed on the brakes and get it rotated, and I hit the wall a little bit, and it straightened me back out. And I think Coleman was the one who got me there as I was turning down. I mean, he couldn't have done anything.
Yeah, y'all both. I don't think either one of y'all had full control of the cars right then. Y'all were just trying to dodge Henry, who was basically stuck in the catch fence. It was very, very weird looking, for sure.
Yeah, I think he got his right front stuck in it. That's what it kind of looked like.
Yeah, it was weird looking, brother. Well,
yeah.
Hunter, you picked up your 5th race win tonight if you count both doubleheaders, as the car has been bad fast all season long. Going to head to, I believe, is it Charlotte for the season finale? You think I should know this stuff, but I don't. Yes, heading to Charlotte next week. Double points night. How you like Charlotte? And I mean, you got to be in the mix here when it comes to double points. How you like Charlotte?
Man, I like Charlotte. It's right up on the wall, and I like those types of tracks. I don't think we're in contention for points at all. I haven't been able to run the last few weeks, and I should have started earlier in the season. I think I started week 4 or week 3, and I was already too far behind in points.
Right, so you're just out here for strictly wins at this point, and you're picking them up, brother. Well, next week, starting dead last at Charlotte, we'll be calling the action, maybe talking to you once again. Who we got to think for the 27 car here tonight, though, picking up another race win?
Yeah, definitely got to thank my mom for buying the subscription. I got to thank all my sponsors, Solon's Transportation, and and my real life sponsors also, Brummy Belt Race Engines and KBN Race Wraps.
Right on, brother. We'll let you get down there and celebrate race win number 5 for you here tonight. Congratulations, buddy.
Yep, thank you.
Absolutely, boss. Alrighty, folks. That is the kid, Mr. Hunter Lagoons. Brought it home P1 once again. I hate that for Coleman, man, because I believe it was getting ready to be fireworks. If that caution would have flew without either one of them getting involved, I think we're getting ready to see a show get put on more than what we saw. But I mean, you can't deny this 27 right now. You cannot deny Hunter Lagoons. He's bad fast right now. He's showing it each and every week. Putting on one hell of a show here. Picked up the 5th race win, 4 points paying win. So, I mean, pretty impressive. Let's see if we can get the results tab pulled up here. As, of course, it's not going to show me, I don't believe. Gotta love. There we go. Hunter Lagoon, Jamie Kephart, Justin Coleman. That's your 1, 2, and 3 podium finishers. Kevin Prettyman, quiet night, but a very, very good night for the number 88. Brought it home 4th. Brandon Elvis ran P3, and like Coleman said, at one point, 54 car was the fastest car on the track. I think that caution just ultimately killed his chances because I think it killed his right front. Scott Smith brought it home 6th. John Monkern 7th. Zach Murphy's in 8th. Henry Jones in 9th. And Chris Smith ultimately 56 laps down, had that right front issue. Basically didn't have a right front at all. Brought it home in 10th. Folks, want to thank y'all for tuning in. As always, catch Sam in the booth tomorrow for the Front Row Esports Series, Next Gen Series at Las Vegas, I do believe. And until then, it's been myself, Tanner Marr, in the 2ESP booth. We'll see ya.